oneself. Why is the confessional necessary, do you think? What's important about writing or claiming the confessional?
Yeah, for me, like, there's something so brutally honest about the confessional, and it's also the way I was raised. Like when I think about the confessional, I do think about all those great confessional authors that have like led us to now. But I also think about church and how I grew up, and the idea of confessing, and the idea of just like admitting and like offering it up. I come from a very Christian background, Baptist. And I think about, all the times it was just like, you just need to let go and let God, you just need to admit it, and you need to just like lay your burdens down. And for me, that's what makes me feel the most clean. I need to write these confessional poems so that I can be clean of it, and I need to write it in such a way that you see the dirt, that you don't only see like the mucky water, but I want you to see the pieces of that dirt in there. I want you to feel that soot. And so the confessional for me is it's instinctual. It's an honesty that I think I've been indoctrinated into. And maybe a dishonesty too. I lie hella in those poems. There's something true in there. But I don't know. I don't know. I think for me, like in that question of audience and that question of accessibility also lies the roadmap maybe to why I'm so confessional. Like, to confess, I think, means to be clear. You can't really
hide.
You can't have a foggy confession, right? That's not really confessing. You can't.
You can, but it doesn't
you
count.
can, yeah, it doesn't count. Hey, Pastor, I did some things. Can't really say that, right? You have to say the thing that was done, and so I think. In that question of accessibility, it's not only giving people accessibility to what I'm trying to say or through my experience, but it's also giving me access to myself, and when I sort of move my own mirrors out of the way, and I open up all those doors and finally get to see sort of clearly to the root of me. And that's what I think confessionalism is for me, yeah.
What does it do for the audience or for your reader?
I think it invites them in, whether they want to be invited in or not. I think it. I hope and I've heard it from folks, and I'm glad I've heard it, that they read my work and they're able to admit things to themselves, or they're able to finally start to talk about those stories in their lives that they're not willing to talk about, or that I've never seen somebody say this so bare, or say this so and I don't. I've heard the word bravery float around. I don't know if it's bravery, but I hope that it allows folks to stand up in themselves a little harder, and I hope it allows them to, if not to speak that honesty or to speak that clearly about themselves, to at least engage with it within themselves and internally.